Hey everyone, welcome to Good DIY Plans. In this video, we're going to be going over how to make this garage shelf. So the setup that we have is going to include this smaller three-tiered shelf. And then in the center here, we have a garage workstation or a work desk. The height can be adjusted. This can be used for simple things like sharpening your lawnmower blades or drilling something or working on something. So just really useful to have in the garage. And then of course, there's the larger storage shelf with a shelf on the bottom here that elevates things off the ground. So if you have maybe snow or water that comes into the garage and you need something to be off the ground that's still heavy, like rice bags or food or, things like that. So this is also really great. So this is going to be a beginner-friendly step-by-step tutorial on how to build this in your own home. And as of right now, about 1,000 people have already attempted to build this. And so far, we currently have 34 reviews, all at 5 stars. So that is really solid for something like this. Everyone's really happy. So the tall, the shelves are 24 inches deep and then 198 inches wide. Now these spaces that you see here, 20 inches, 20 inches, 20 inches, this can be adjusted. So what I would recommend is before you build anything, go and measure and see like what's the biggest thing that you're going to need to store there. Is it going to be some oversized cooler? Is it going to be some kind of, air compressor? Whatever it might be, you need to make sure it fits into the space that you're building, right? So measure that out and then you can adjust these shelves accordingly so that you have the space that you need in order to accommodate that large thing. For the desk here, so this is 30 inches. This can be adjusted to being more like standing height. So 36 inches would typically be the height for that, unless you're, an exceptionally tall person or maybe you're very short. Adjust that as needed. But basically, you're going to secure this to the height that you would like. 30 inches is more like if you have a stool here and you're just going to be, working kind of bent over the area, maybe some finer work, things like that. So now regarding the shelves here, same thing. We have about 19 inches in between each one of these. You can adjust this as needed. If you do have taller ceilings as well, you can make this, make just the 2x4 legs taller. And then that way you can take advantage of even more vertical space. So let's go ahead and dive into how to actually make this. The first part is going to be to make the frame for the shelf. So we're just going to be using simple lumber here throughout. So simple 2x4s. You're going to need two 2x4s that are 96 inches for the ends here. These are typically sold a little bit longer. And what I would recommend is just trim off the ends here, just because the miter saw that you use is probably going to have much finer and better cuts. And then that way, things will come together more neatly. So trim off those ends. You're going to need some 21-inch pieces here. And then you're going to be securing this with some 3.5-inch screws. I definitely recommend that you pre-drill and countersink the screws because you don't want the 2x4 splitting. So use wood glue for additional reinforcement. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to apply the plywood sheet. So here we have an example of 1/2-inch thick plywood. Now, plywood is probably the most expensive part of this build. So if you want to go with a thinner piece of plywood, that's totally fine. I was actually at Home Depot the other day and there's some particle board that they were selling for about $11 for an entire sheet, 48 by 96. So I was really impressed with that because that's very, very cheap. So what I would recommend if you are going to be using something cheaper, just make more of these, reinforcements. Oops. So just make more of them, make like another one here and another one here. That way, over time, it doesn't sag through and it doesn't actually maybe break. So if you're going to be using a cheaper plywood. So go ahead and make a total of 4 of these identical pieces, secure everything together. So here you can use maybe 2.5-inch screws or whatever screws you have available on hand. Secure those. Glue is optional. It is going to make it, more rigid, nicer, right? But again, that's optional. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to add 4 2x4s. So we're going to start with the bottom ones here. So just lay everything out on a nice even surface. So typically this is just going to be the garage floor. Make sure it's nice and leveled. And then what you're going to do is you're going to attach the first 2x4 to all 4 of these shelves. So here you do want to use 2.5-inch screws, because if you use longer screws, they're just going to poke through to the other side, and then somebody's going to get hurt, and you're going to get hurt, cut or whatever, right? So you definitely don't want that. Use shorter screws. You can use glue here as well. This way it's more rigid. If you do anticipate that you're going to be adding like a lot of weight to this, to these shelves, if you're going to store things like car parts or gym weights or tons of books, things like that, I recommend that you just reinforce this with a 2x4. So what that would look like is just add a couple of 2x4s here. So what we're doing here is we're just adding a 2x4, and we're going to add one right here as well. Yeah, so you kind of get the picture here. So we're going to add one here, we're going to add one there. And then this way, what ends up happening is each shelf, one on top of the other, it's actually passing down all of that weight down this 2x4 and then into the bottom of the garage, right, into the cement. So just go ahead and do that for all of these, copy them over, and so on. So this way you can have like a really heavy duty reinforced shelf if necessary. So again, the spacing here is something that you can adjust, and if you wanted to use something bigger than 72 inches, you can do that as well. So use wood glue, pre-drill countersink. Next, let's go ahead and make the shorter shelf. So, more compact shelf. So this one is going to be using two 48-inch 2x4s and then two 21-inch 2x4s. Pre-drill, countersink, use those 3.5-inch wood, 3.5-inch screws, and then go ahead and add the plywood sheet. So this is going to be 48 inches by 24. Again, if thinner, just add one more of those cross pieces. So make a total of 4 of these. One of these is going to be used for the actual desk or the work area. So 72-inch 2x4s here as well. Attach it in the same exact way that you did before. 20 inches is just a recommendation. You can also have longer 2x4s here as well. If you have a nice tall garage, that's awesome. Yeah, I'd probably take advantage of that, right? So next, you're just going to go ahead and attach this work desk. So what you can do is, depending on your height and where you'd want it, you can put it at 36 inches. You can even have it taller if you're a taller person, but just go ahead and secure through the legs here of the shelves, and you can just directly go into the desk, or you can go from the inside as well. So that's it. These typically don't need to be stained or painted. Why go through that, right? So just go the most economic option, unless you really want it to look superb and really awesome. Then probably sand them down a little bit just to knock off any areas, especially around screws that might have like some splinters sticking out. So the most important part is actually securing this to the wall. So what you need to do is you need to add some L brackets, like a Simpson strong tie or an L bracket that will connect to the shelf and then will connect directly to the garage studs. So when you're connecting these, make sure that you're not connecting it to the drywall. That's not going to hold anything. This is a really critical step, because if, for example, a child climbs this, or if it's loaded improperly, where for some reason the heaviest items are going to be at the top and then the lightest items are on the bottom, that center of gravity is off, and the whole thing can tip over. That would be a disaster. So definitely anchor these to the walls. Use a stud finder so you don't make 100 holes like I did before I used the stud finder, and then that way you can attach it properly so that everything looks neat. So that's it. Now, for those of you who are ready to build this garage shelf, I do have a DIY plan linked below. It's a PDF that you can download. It's much more detailed than the video. It's going to have all the tools that you're going to need, a lumber shopping list, a lumber cut list, and obviously the step-by-step diagrams of how to actually put everything together. The benefit here is you can print this, just work at your own pace in your garage without having your phone or your laptop in there collecting dust, because it is going to get messy in the garage. So also, I do appreciate everybody who supports good DIY plans. I hope you guys have an awesome day. If this video was valuable to you, check out the next project on the screen.